Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor, and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here, and I'm going to give my analysis and go over exactly what I'm seeing and why I think what I'm thinking, so you can get a really detailed picture of my view of the market. And hopefully this video will teach you some things and at the very least give you something from someone else's perspective. So hopefully you guys learn something from this video and take some profitable trading ideas from it. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, what I want you to do is visit us on the homepage of the website, www.thetradinganalyst.com, and get to know us a little bit better. If you like these free videos that we give to you guys on a daily basis, you're going to love the membership once you sign up for that premium membership community. As soon as you sign up and join the premium membership community, you're going to get instant members are getting and loving on a daily and weekly basis. It's a great opportunity for you to learn and to grow and to get better as a trader, and most importantly, to start receiving winning trade alerts sent directly to your cell phone. And the best part is, right now, for this week only, you have an opportunity to save $100 off of the annual membership. That's right, $100 off of the annual membership if you use the discount code StockTwits. Now, this is only for our StockTwits followers. So if you're not following us on StockTwits, you're not going to be able to get this discount. So be sure to go ahead, follow us on StockTwits. And the other thing is, this is for this week only, okay? So if you try to sign up next week, you're going to have to pay full price, $100 more. So sign up today and save that $100 on the annual membership and start making winning trades in the market. So the first chart that we're going to take a look at is Alibaba. And I want to point out something here for Alibaba is that we have this resistance up here. I'm going to delete this line. It's no longer relevant. But we have this resistance up here. You can see it was previous resistance here, right there, right here, right here, right here. And then we broke over it here, all right? And then we bounced at it once more right here. And then you can see that we broke under it right here, making this a false breakout, okay? This is a false breakout setup. What does that mean? Well, it means when you have a clearly defined resistance, and this is a very, very clear resistance right here. We have this, we have that, several hits here, and then we broke over it, and we were only over it for about a week and a half before breaking right back underneath it. So that made it a false breakout. And as you can see right here, we're coming up and retesting that level right here, and you can see the first reaction to it today was an inverted hammer candle, okay, with a topping tail right there. So far, the first reaction that we have to it is a rejection. So does that mean that we can't break over it? No, it doesn't mean that. We can definitely still break over it, but I just want to kind of point out this level here and how we reacted to it today. I can definitely see us potentially heading lower. If we clear today's highs, then I think we're going to head higher and fill this gap up here, right there at about 204, 205 from this big gap down right here that we saw a few weeks ago. But as it stands right now, we have this first rejection here. So let's kind of take it day by day and kind of see where we go from here. So the next one I want to take a look at is Baidu. Baidu here, you can see that right here we have a downtrend line that started in October of 2017. We got a rejection here, right here, and you can see we're coming into that level right here. Today we got rejected right there. We also have an uptrend line that was broken, and this is a really, really steep trend line, and you'll see it started here, bounces here, right there, right there, right there, right here, and then we broke that trend line right here, and you can see that line also matches up right there that we retested. So not a huge huge deal that we broke this trend line. It can still, head lower and then bounce from there, and then this trend line will become irrelevant. But as it stands right now, in just the short term, we've got that trend line that broke. The major trend line, if you look on the weekly chart here, is much lower. So here it started here, bounce here, there's a bounce, there's a bounce, here's a bounce, and then breaking over this level was a huge breakout. We actually called for it back when it happened, but I digress. So the other thing, the reason I'm bringing this up is that this major trend line is much lower here. So this really steep trend line from a long-term basis is most likely going to become irrelevant. But as it stands right now, if you look here, we've got, here's a high, here's a lower high, and here's a lower high here. All right. Now here's a low here, a lower low, and then a lower low. So as it stands right now, in the last maybe about 5 months, we're in a downtrend. Obviously, if you look at the chart beyond those 5 months, we're in a massive uptrend still. Okay, we're up at 250, and just maybe 6 or 7 or 8 months ago, we were down here at about 180. So obviously a huge move up since then. We're obviously still in an uptrend. But as it stands right now, for this short term, we're clearly seeing a reaction here. It's also this resistance here. There's resistance there, here. We broke over that. And same thing as Alibaba, we broke back under it, making that a false breakout as well. And you see that big move lower. So we're just coming up to retest these levels here. I definitely could see Baidu heading lower here in the short term. The next one we're going to take a look at is Netflix. Netflix is one that held up very well in all that carnage that the market saw. We barely dipped here. This is just a very normal retracement. Nothing crazy about it at all. And we called for the bounce here off of this signal day right there. And it came up and it hit our target up here near about 281, 282. And if you notice here, we've got 1, 2, 3 topping tails right here. Not anything huge, not any huge, not resistance points up against that point, but we are reacting to it clearly. So we'll kind of see how it reacts moving forward. We did make a higher high today and a higher low than the previous day. If you're looking for breakouts, if the market strengthens tomorrow, if we break over today's highs, I could see this breaking out further than where we're at right now. So I would kind of use today's highs as a reference point. And as far as a dip lower, I would use the low of this day right here. So if we break the low of this day, 275.69, then I think we're going to head a little bit lower, potentially back to retest this support that we've been using right here. You can see it's the low of this gap up, bounced several times here, and then right here as well. So I could see us ping-ponging back and forth between these two levels until the market kind of firms up again and starts trending once again. So those are the two main levels on Netflix that you should be paying attention to. Next one is Tesla. We're going to take a look at Tesla. Here we are, short-term downtrend, started here, and really pay attention to the words I'm using. Short-term downtrend. Okay, it's not a long-term downtrend. Merely going over the short-term price movements so that you can take advantage of this video, tomorrow, the next day, okay, this week, next week. I'm not talking about 2 months from now. I'm not talking about 3 months from now. I'm talking about, tomorrow and the next day. So, downtrend line, you can clearly see it's reacting to this level. Rejected there, direct hit there, and then you can see boom, 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 the last 3 days hitting that level right there. So as it stands right now, that's a resistance point. We came into this previous support. You can see right there. That's also getting rejected right here. We've got 3 topping tails the last several days. So I could see Tesla heading lower from here. Of course, if we break over today's highs, then I think we can get this continued breakout back up to this resistance up here at about 355. But as it stands right now, we're getting a reaction to this level here, so I definitely think we could see a retracement lower. The next one we're going to take a look at is Amazon. Amazon, one of the strongest ones out there. You know, we're back up here, and today we made a new all-time high. I mean, granted, it was only a few cents, but you know, still, we made it back up to the new all-time highs after, you know, the quote-unquote, you know, market damage that we saw previously. But here we are, Amazon, one of the strongest ones out there, holding back up at these highs, and we're over this main resistance. You can see we hit it here, the open of this day. We ran into it a couple days here, a couple of direct hits right here before today, gapping over it. But again, we still have a little bit of resistance from the previous all-time high from this day. But overall, you know, still a decently strong look here for Amazon. If we close back under this level, you know, which is right around 1470. So if we close below 1470, then I'm going to like this for a short setup. But until that happens, you know, we're making nice moves here, and this is a support. So 1470. If it gets hit tomorrow and we get a bounce, this could be one to look for a continued breakout. The next one we're going to take a look at is Google. Google here, really similar to the other ones that we're looking at. You know, we're coming in here to this resistance point. Here's a little mini downtrend. You know, this is not something to put a ton of weight on. You know, we've got just a couple hits and make that 3 hits against that trend line. But I do think that it's something to be noted. And the other thing too is, you know, we had this big gap down right here, and we headed lower. And look at where we reacted to. Is this gap down candle right here? So with this reaction here, this big topping tail, I could see us continuing a little bit lower here, back into this support at about, you know, 1065 approximately, right here. So we'll see what kind of happens. But you know, the market did a lot of damage here to a lot of charts, and I don't know if it's all clear just yet. So at the very least, I think caution is warranted. But if we break over these highs right here, again, you got to be ready for both situations. If we clear today's highs, then I think we can come up here and tag the gap fill right here at about 1185, right around 1185. So if we break today's highs, then I think we can come up, fill this gap right here. So you got to be ready for both situations on Google. And I think that, you know, if you're flexible, you can really make some good decisions out there. So the next one we're going to take a look at is Apple. Apple, very similar. We've got this downtrend line started here, a couple of rejections there, and then we've got it clearly reacting to this angle here, several in a row. And if you look right here, this is the volume point of control right here for the last, you know, 4 or 5 months. You can see this. If you don't know what volume by price is, it's very similar to volume profile. And basically what both of those things mean is that if we have a down here we have volume by time. It's by a day, so each bar represents a day of trading. But right here, these bars over here represent volume by price. So where's the most volume that was traded at what particular price? Well, right here, the most volume that was traded on Apple in the last 5 or 6 months was right here. And what that means is, since we're below it, or right at it, it is a level of resistance. If we were above it, it would be a level of support. But since we're below it, it's a level of resistance, and no coincidence that that's where we're having a reaction to right now. So definitely pay attention to this level. The other thing I want to mention too is, we did call for the bounce against this trend line. Again, if you're following us on StockTwits, you saw that post that we did here on this day. We called for the bounce. We said it was going to head higher, and you can see we got a huge bounce since then. But as it stands right now, we're reacting to this level, and you got a lot of levels here that you want to pay attention to. Got the downtrend line. We've got this little mini support, and then we've got this major uptrend line that started back here in 2016. Here's a bounce, there's a bounce, here's a direct hit, and look where we bounced from just recently, just a couple weeks ago. That's where that major bounce happened from. So if we do head lower, we still got this support down here, yeah, so we'll keep you updated as the markets progress. So again, thank you for stopping by and watching the video. I appreciate it as always. I really hope that you learned a lot and gained a lot of valuable insight from watching the video. Again, if you're not already a member, at thetradinganalyst.com, you can save $100 by signing up today using the discount code StockTwits. And again, it's only if you're following us on StockTwits, so don't tell other people about it, because it's only for you guys, only the followers on StockTwits. And again, it's for this week only. So if you try to sign up next week, you're not going to be able to get that discount, and you're going to have to pay full price. So take advantage of it while you still can. It's a great opportunity. You're going to get instant access to profitable trading alerts that are going to be sent directly to your cell phone, both buy and sell alerts. These alerts are things that our current members are really happy with. We have a lot of satisfied members, and you can see all the testimonials from them on the website. In addition to those profitable trading alerts sent to you in real time via text message, you're also getting member videos, exclusive member videos that cover market action, covers the watch list, and we also have the watch list that is presented to members every day here, so that you're prepared for these alerts ahead of time. We're not just throwing these alerts out to you and hoping that you know what we're talking about. We're explaining them in detail before we actually send out the alert. So it's a great opportunity. Again, if you want to start making winning trades in the market, start making money in the market, then it's a great opportunity to sign up right now. And the best part is you can save $100. So go ahead and do that, and we will see you inside of the membership.